It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Lingering heavy rainfall and mountain snow will continue across parts of Southern California and expand across portions of the desert Southwest. Damaging winds, flooding concerns, and hazardous travel are possibilities. A wet pattern will bring heavy rain and the threat for flash flooding across Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands through tomorrow. Closer to home, today and tomorrow will be cooler with a mix of clouds and breezy afternoons, showers today. A second storm system may bring another shot of precipitation on Friday and Saturday. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. This past Sunday, the Alamogordo Fire Department was dispatched to the area of 2200 North Florida in reference to smoke and flames coming from a residential structure. A transitional attack was implemented. The fire was darkened down through an exterior window, and then they made entry into the structure. During the primary search, a subject was located inside the residence. Due to the extent of the injuries, the subject was not removed from that structure. Also, a pet dog perished in the fire. The Alamogordo Public Schools calls attention to parents and community members and invites you for a possible 9th through 12th grade CTE and health curriculum for the 24-25 school year. That's happening today from 5 until 6 at the Alamogordo High School cafeteria. Curriculum presenters will be on site tonight to answer any questions. The CTE curriculum will focus on building trades and welding. Any questions, check out the Alamogordo Public Schools Facebook page. The Otero County Commission regular meeting is happening tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Items on the agenda include request approval of resolution presentation and acceptance of fiscal year 2023 financial audit, request approval of a request by Big Brothers Big Sisters to serve as a fiscal agent for a grant not to exceed $100,000, request approval of a feasibility study for the Weed Community Center in the amount of $17,685, request approval to award a fencing grant to the Weed Transfer Station to Uphill Welding for either an 8-foot fence at $52,427 or 6-foot fence at $49,191. The Alamo Senior Center presents the Valentine's Day Dance.
It's going to be held on February the 14th. That's on a Wednesday, and it's going to be here from 2 to 5 in the dining room. Dancing and music by Bull Rivers. The cost is $10. We're going to be having, for food, the brisket, baked potato, vegetables, a dinner roll, and dessert.
Gloria speaking with Crazy Radio. If you have any questions, call 575-439-4150. The Village of Tularosa is having a community watch program meeting on February 19th at 6 p.m. That's at the old community building on Bookout Street. I spoke with Chris Rupp about what to expect.
Recently here in Tularosa, we've had a big influx and change in our police department. And so we've been lacking some officers, and we've had a lot more criminal activity throughout the community. Our goal is to get the community together. That way we could talk to a lot of the people in the community and find out exactly what some of their concerns are, ways we might be able to address it, and again, maybe just educate some of our public on things they can and can't do. Basically, watch out for them and their neighbors as well.
For details, check out the Making a Difference Tularosa Facebook page or call Rupp at 575-430-1002. Well, today is Wednesday. That means it's time for a report from Love Inc. We go now to Susan Payne.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Susan with Love Inc. of Otero County with our weekly report. I want to start off again with a reminder that Love Inc. and Thrive and the Internal Revenue Service have partnered together to bring you the BETA Tax Preparation Program. That's the Volunteer Income Tax Program, and we are in full force with that. We've had people coming every week. That's on Fridays and Saturdays from 10 to 2 at our offices at 1106 Ohio. If you are in need of help preparing your taxes, just know that this is a free service, including e-file, and we also do state taxes for free as well. So bring your information down. You can just walk in, and we will help you out with that. We're super excited to bring that to Otero County. Also, at the February school board meeting next Wednesday, we are going to be doing a presentation on Love Inc. We have been partnering with the Alamogordo Public Schools for 13 years now. We provide bags filled with kid-friendly foods to kids in our public schools, that's Alamogordo and Tularosa public schools, on the weekends. And these are weekend bags that go home with them. These are for kids that they're not necessarily going to go hungry, but they may be underfed on the weekends. So we provide that service. We've been doing it now for 13 years, and we have never done a presentation for the school board before. So we're looking forward to sharing with our school board members and, of course, the public what we do. So we're excited about that. Stay tuned for that. That is about it. Just a reminder also, we do partner with Animal Village and Sunny to provide pet food for your pets. We just got a new shipment in this week, so we're fully stocked with that. And if you are in need of that service, give us a call. Finally, I do want to mention that we have a food pantry, and it's getting a little low right now, as I think a lot of the food pantries are in Otero County. And so if you are interested in helping with donations for that, please give us a call, 575-439-4812. Until next week, everybody have a blessed week.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Local news from local perspectives from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Local sports, local events, and local happenings, and more. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Nearly 40 more cases have been dismissed by the Bernalillo County District Attorney's Office in connection to the FBI investigation into accusations that members of the Albuquerque Police Department's DWI unit were getting paid to get cases dismissed. The latest case dismissals include some repeat DWI offenders. This brings the number of dismissals to right around 200 cases. A bill to create a market for cleaner fuels in New Mexico is clearing hurdles in the Roundhouse, but some lawmakers are sounding the alarm, saying it's going to hurt New Mexicans at the gas pump, such as House Minority Whip Representative Jim Townsend, Republican of Artesia. He spoke with KRQE.
It barely passed. It passed 36-33. It passed with all Democrat support to pass the bill. It was opposed by all the Republicans and 8 Democrats that came across.
That contentious bill is House Bill 41, billed as New Mexico's Clean Transportation Fuel Standard.
Clean energy is happening. Clean fuels are happening. We've got businesses, companies in Houston, Oklahoma, making these clean fuels, but we don't have a market for them in New Mexico.
Lead sponsor, Representative Cristina Ortez, Democrat of Taos.
The whole point of this is to reduce emissions from transportation fuels and to really incentivize the businesses that are already here in New Mexico and can come here to New Mexico to really create some economic development and have cleaner air.
The bill also sets benchmarks aimed at decreasing carbon emissions from fuel, a 20% reduction in carbon intensity of fuels by 2030, and a 30% reduction by 2040. Sponsors believe the bill will spark hundreds of millions of dollars in new businesses and jobs coming to the state. But again, it could also raise gas prices.
I think it's going to run in the 50-cent plus range.
There's no evidence of increased gas prices, but there's a lot of evidence for a ton of money coming into the state for economic development. And I think that's something that we have to really be championing.
The bill is now making its way through the Senate, with its first stop in the Conservation Committee. The House floor vote on the bill was split down party lines. 8 Democrats also joined the no vote. A bill to enhance local meat inspection is making its way through the legislative process. Jason Espinoza joins us now from the Roundhouse.
A pair of bills that would create a state-level meat and poultry inspection program is moving through the legislature. According to the bill analysis, the New Mexico Department of Agriculture notes that a state-level program would enhance local meat industries by ensuring timely inspection of livestock processed in the state, increasing efficiency, and improving food safety. Caitlin Spradley, Director of Communications with the New Mexico Farm and Livestock Bureau, is a supporter of the measure.
Senate Bill 37 looks to codify the statutory authority required by USDA's Food Safety Inspection Service for the state to obtain cooperative status with FSIS and proceed with implementing a federally equivalent meat inspection program. The cooperative status will not only allow the Livestock Board to proceed with the development of a state inspection program, but will also grant them access to federal cost share funding of up to 50% to help support the state program. A state-run meat inspection program directly benefits livestock producers, consumers, and rural communities. The successful establishment of a state-run program will encourage small business development, support and grow rural economies, and strengthen our local food systems.
Senate Bill 37 has 21 sponsors and has passed 2 Senate committees unanimously.
Another baby was dumped yesterday at a state box in Belen. This marks the 4th human being thrown away like trash in the land of enchantment since the implementation of these baby garbage disposals. This week, the New Mexico Human Services Department launched a program connecting SNAP participants to career and job training opportunities. The SNAP Employment and Training Program already exists at a federal level. However, HSD officials like Carmela Martinez say they want to launch it at a state level.
New Mexico has a lot of challenges with infrastructure and broadband and everything. So anything we can do to provide those extra opportunities for workforce support, we're going to take advantage of.
Martinez speaking with KOB.
And what we really want to be able to do is work with our SNAP participants to provide a career pathway so that they really do have that avenue for that support ongoing for themselves and their families.
The New Mexico Human Services Department is now working with CNM to provide SNAP participants with resources like on-the-job training and apprenticeships. According to HSD, the program aims to support over 121,000 SNAP customers. If you have any questions, you can check it out on the HSD website. Leif Everett Heyman of Las Cruces pled guilty to 1 count of use of interstate commerce facilities in the commission of murder to hire. Court records state that in the spring of 2022, Heyman used a website called Rent a Hitman to solicit a person to kill his girlfriend's mother. He allegedly submitted 3 service requests to that website, writing, "I want her gone now," "Too much that I don't like about her," "She's controlling my wife," "If you don't do it, I will do it myself." An undercover ATF agent reached out to Heyman and discussed the planning of the killing and agreed on a payment amount. A federal grand jury indicted Heyman in July of 2022. He now faces up to 10 years in prison. Incidentally, folks, rentahitman.com is a parody website. The fact he thought he could find a hitman on the regular internet is mind-boggling.
You idiot.
Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 8 games for New Mexico girls basketball today and 6 games for New Mexico varsity basketball, all up north. Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for cloudy skies, gradually becoming mostly sunny, 60% chance for showers. New precipitation amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Wind will be gusting as high as 31 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with winds gusting as high as 23. Sunny tomorrow with winds gusting as high as 18. Your high today in the basin, 55. Low tonight of 32. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 24. High tomorrow, 53 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly cloudy skies and very windy. Also expect some snow showers, and that snow could be heavy at times. Accumulation of 3 to 5 inches expected. Wind will be gusting as high as 50 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies and windy tonight. Wind will be gusting as high as 43. Sunny tomorrow. Winds gusting as high as 30. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 34. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 13. Low tonight of 18. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 1. High tomorrow, 31. Again, wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 1 degree. Don't forget about your pets, pipes, and plants. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts. complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.